Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, karibu sana. It's makeupbywanjiru, and if you're returning subscriber, thank you very much for always supporting my channel. God are blessed tena sana sana sana. So guys, today's video it's all about a clean makeup look. Me saying a clean makeup look, I'm trying to mean that I'm going detail to detail, like how you're supposed to start, how you're supposed to do this, how you're supposed to apply the eyeshadow. Like it will be more detailed and a clean makeup look, of course. So that's how we are going to create this look. So stay tuned, and if you've not subscribed and you always watch my videos, please, it's only free to subscribe. Just hit that notification bell, subscribe, and take me to road to 10k subscribers. And if you have a friend who is always interested in makeup, she wants to learn makeup, he wants to learn makeup, introduce them to me and let them subscribe, and we grow together. And I will really appreciate him. I will really appreciate for that. So stay tuned, comment, like, share, and tell me which video do you want me to do next. First and foremost, we are starting with our eyebrows, and for my beginners, use brown eye pencil Davis number 18, and use your spoolie to comb your eyebrows in an upwards motion so that it may guide you guys. And then I have a different technique. If you're a beginner, or if you want to draw eyebrows and they are so difficult, always arc. You measure from the nose to the corner of your eyebrows, nose at the middle of your eyebrows, nose again at the edge of your eyebrows. Through that, it will guide you on how to draw your brows. And difficulty in eyebrows will be no longer in you. So that is an arc, guys. You can be measuring if you have difficulty in your eyebrows. So line you start lining from downwards. After lining from downwards, you just follow the structure of your hair. And if your hair is bushy, make sure you've trimmed your hair before applying your eyebrows so that it may be so natural, and also it will not give you hard time in lining your brows. In the inner corner, always do stroke like structure of the hair so that it may give you the natural look of the eyebrows. Remember, we don't want the eyebrows to look harsh, so we need a natural look. After that, use your spoolie to comb off the excess in the inner corner. And after that, now we use our concealer. So my concealer, I'm using two lighter shade of my skin tone. So always start in the middle of the eyebrows, and then the remaining product you come back in the inner corner. Through that, you avoid harsh line and too much product on that corner. On the other eyebrow, use the same technique. Just follow the same technique in that manner. And on the upper side, guys, of the eyebrows, you are supposed to use the foundation that matches your skin color. So remember, in an downwards eyebrows, concealer 2 shades lighter, and upper side of your eyebrows, foundation that matches your skin. To avoid harsh line, mostly on the forehead, because on the downward side, at least you're using our eyeshadow, so the harsh line will not be that exaggerating like on the upper side of the forehead. So that's why we normally use a foundation that matches our skin color. and just follow the structure that you've drawn. Now next is my eyeshadow. So today's I'm using a concealer, a white concealer. Actually, I've never used a white concealer. It's my first time. I wanted to see how it will look and how it will make my my eyeshadow look like. And actually, it's not that bad. I love the concealer. So it's a white concealer, and it's my first time to use this concealer. I've been searching for it, by the way, but hey, it's hard to get the white concealer. It's not that that much in the shop. So after you've applied your concealer, just take your beauty sponge and apply, or you spread it in a little bit. And then today's technique, I want to use a salt tape. So today's technique, I wanted a different or a unique one. Actually, guys, if you've not watched my eyeshadow, a salt tape eyeshadow, I did that last year. And I explained detail on how you're supposed to place it, how you're supposed to do it. So just go and check it up, because it is so detailed more than this one. So after that, today's eyeshadow, I wanted to go for an orange and white look. That's why I decided to use a white concealer, because guys, ilitoa kenye nilitaka mie, ilitoa kitu safi. You're gonna see the look. It's amazing. So you start from the outer corner. For my beginners, always start from the outer corner. Never start from the inner corner. And the outer corner is where the salt tape is. There is where we call outer corner. And the inner corner, it's where the nose is. All right. And then I want to avoid the harsh line. So I'm using a darker shade. That is what we call earth shade. And earth shade is dark brown, the orange, yellowish. So I've used a dark brown in this technique to avoid that harsh line. So I'm doing a cut crease with an white concealer, whereby it made my work so easy and professional, because I used to apply, I don't know, it's me or even you guys, you'll just tell me on the comment section. When you're using a white eyeshadow, it normally backfire. Have you ever tried that and all of a sudden your white eyeshadow backfires? Exactly. That's how I decided. Because each and every time when I want to do a white eyeshadow, it normally backslide. It normally backfire. So today I decided, because I have a white eyeshadow, why should I do the white concealer and then I apply a white eyeshadow? I see if it will backslide. And how, guys, let me tell you guys, it did not backfire. Just look at the eyeshadow. I applied the white concealer, yes, and then I went back with the white eyeshadow. And actually, it did not backslide totally. Just look at the eyeshadow. It's amazing, right? So next step is my face. Take a white sponge or wipes, and then wipe your face to remove the demarcation or anything that was in your face. And then after that, I'm applying my moisturizer, that is serum. You can use any serum or any moisturizer that you guys love or you can relate with your face. After that, after moisturizer, guys, come back with the primer. Never forget those two, primer and moisturizer. It's a nice one. So if you are an oily person, normally use an hydrating primer, and if you are a dry person, use a moist primer. So I'm using a Maybelline foundation. And don't apply your foundation on the sponge and then you come back on your face. No, it's not good, because you will make your face to, you will congest your face or your skin pores. So what you're supposed to do, you apply on your applicator and then you tap it in with your sponge. And guys, make sure that your sponge is wet. It's damp, not wet but damp. You squeeze all the water that is in the sponge, and then you use your sponge when it's damp. In that manner, it makes your, mostly if you're a dry skin, it makes your face to look moist, and it places the foundation where it's supposed to be. And it's hard to make your face to look whitish or in a displaced foundation, because it's in a good state. So in my forehead, we normally start from the eyebrows going to the hairline. And the reason as to why we normally do that, it's because when you start from the hairline going to the eyebrows, trust you me guys, you'll have a demarcation line, and you don't need that demarcation line. So to avoid the demarcation line, why should we start from the brows going to the hairline? After that, the next step is the highlighter. We highlight using our concealer, and my concealer, it's in the shade Fawn. The concealer that I use to conceal my eyebrows is the same concealer that I'm using to highlight. So we highlight where the light reflects, and the light reflects on the eyes, forehead, nose, and mouth area. So those are the area that you're supposed to highlight. And then you give it only 2 minutes to relax on the skin. So when I'm giving it 2 minutes, I've decided to do my contouring. So contouring, you're using 2 darker shade of your skin, while your highlighter, you're using 2 lighter shade on your skin tone of your skin tone. So you contour on the nose area and on the cheeks. It's supposed to curve. You see how my hand is curving, guys? That is an arc, by the way. You can place your hand over there. It will direct you automatically. It will give you a direction. So that's how it's supposed to curve while you're contouring. That's how you're supposed to do it. Or rather, you can place your hand and then you contour when your hand is there. That's the contour side for you. If you've always have an hard time in contouring, I hope when you watch this video you'll understand and you'll able to do the contouring way. So when you're tapping, make sure you're tapping in a circular motion. Always tap in a circular motion. Take your time and tap in a circular motion. So after that, now I come direct to my highlighter and I press it in on that area where I've highlighted. You just deal with where you've highlighted, guys. Take your time. Of course, there is always, or they will always have an hash line when you are highlighting. So in that hash line, remember you have a sponge that you used in your phone. You'll just come and press it. You'll just come and then you press it with that remaining product on the sponge to avoid the hash line. Only that, guys. Because like it or not, the hash line will always be there. So what are you supposed to do when the hash line is there? You take the sponge that you used in the foundation, the remaining product, guys, not the fresh product, the remaining product, and then you press it in. and in that manner you remove the harsh line. As you can see, there is no harsh line on my eyes, because that's what you're supposed to do. And after highlighting, let us set where we've concealed or where we've highlighted. So in my technique today, I'm using Sacha banana shade. That product I'm using banana shade. So I'm just pressing small product, just tap and then you press it in, and then you remove the excess, guys. When you are pressing it on your powder, you remove the excess in that powder, and then after removing the excess, you just press it in that area. Look at that, it looks nice. No harsh line, no demarcation line, because we've managed. That's how you're supposed to do it. Always take your time in this technique. If you want a flawless makeup, if you want a nice makeup, if you want to achieve a clean makeup like this one, always take your time. So as you all know, if you are my beginner, if you always watch my videos, my blusher, I normally use a red lipstick, because it gives me the pigmentation that I love. And in this technique, you apply on your hand, and then the sponge that you used in your foundation, you tap it in that hand, and then you press it on your skin. Look at that. Just look at that. And the reason as to I do that, it's because I don't want it to be in an harsh environment. So I want it to look natural. So that's why I normally use a sponge that I used in applying my foundation. After that, I'm locking all the products with my finishing powder. Powder. So that is the second last, so after that, normalize to use a finishing powder to lock all your product. And after locking with your finishing powder, you come back with your setting spray and spray, and now you lock your product. And again, don't be generous and don't be stingy, just be at your moderate way, hapo katikati tu. Give your best. So after that, I'm using my bronzer so that it may give my cheeks the warmthness of the skin. So guys, that's it on this video. A clean makeup look. Thank you for watching. Thank you for accompanying me in this video. Till next time. Bye.